Morning, everyone.
Good morning, Ed.
Hey, everyone.
James.
Who'd you caucus for? Who'd you caucus for?
The tub.
Caucus.
Oh, boy.
In the tub.
Oh, boy.
Oh, brother.
I would, if I was caucusing, I would have caucused. That's how they're saying it, too, on the news. How about you ask people who did they vote for?
Yeah,
Make it easy.
Vote for?
Who did you caucus for?
Who are you caucusing?
I would have caucused for Ron Paul.
Ron
Paul. If it needs to be known.
The great spoiler.
Mitt Romney, I don't know. Like I've said many times, he looks like he's going to have a nervous breakdown at any moment.
Yeah, because Obama looks so stable.
And he does. I mean, maybe you don't like his policy, but he doesn't look like he's going to have a nervous breakdown at any moment. And then Santorum, I think he believes in dinosaurs and stuff, like in the weird way.
Is he the 5,000-year-old dinosaur guy?
I think he's the Jesus Dinosaur Guy.
Ron Paul, too, I think.
Ron Paul's a Jesus Dinosaur Guy?
He is, yeah. But I think he wouldn't impose it on the on individual states or whatever. That's what worried me about him.
Ron Paul believes, like, we were riding dinosaurs and stuff?
I believe so. Some Ron Paul fan may kill me, but I think he does.
Fuck. Do you know that, Ed?
No, that's crazy.
You can't vote. You can't caucus for a guy that believes we were riding on dinosaurs.
I wouldn't caucus for that, gentleman. I wouldn't caucus for someone that thinks Jesus had a fucking dinosaur as a pet.
Jesus. These are our choices?
Dino Jesus.
Guys that believe that we rode dinosaurs?
Yeah, it's kind of silly. Come on now.
When you're at a party and you run into an individual that believes we were riding dinosaurs.
I think someone's yelling, "No, Jimmy, no."
About Ron Paul?
I guess.
Oh, maybe I'm wrong. Okay, I remember hearing that and saying it on the air.
Well, the damage has been done, Jimmy.
But somebody tweeted me something funny about how Ron wouldn't impose his stuff on everybody else. He goes, so if he wants to think that Jesus rode around on a dinosaur, fuck it, let him. Well, and I was like, you know what? You're right.
What about Santorum? Because he's right there in the mix. Does he believe that we rode dinosaurs? Because that certainly is an individual I can't vote for.
I don't like any of them except Ron Paul. So it's, I'm actually thinking of registering just to vote for Ron Paul.
What were these guys doing in school when we were learning about evolution and stuff?
I don't know.
Did they pass?
Well, Ron Paul.
It's pretty obvious how we know a lot about the history of Earth.
He's old, though.
A vote for Ron Paul is a vote for Obama.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I think so.
Because I'm telling you, he's doing better than people think he is.
No, but you will not get mainstream Republicans to vote for Ron Paul. It just won't happen.
Jimmy's right.
So you'll divvy up the party.
I don't know.
You'll divvy it up between the conservative Republican mainstay who will vote for the Republican candidate, and then if Ron Paul's still in it as an independent, you'll get the people that will vote for him, and it will only divvy up the Republican side. And Obama stays in for another 4 years.
I think he pulls people from Obama too.
I'm thinking he might pull some from Obama.
Some, not as
radical
much
left. Radical left.
But
not as much as splitting the party for.
I think he pulls more from the Republican side.
Yeah,
maybe like Ross Perot did, but you know what?
Exactly.
I still want to vote for him because I like him a lot better than I like anybody else.
Yeah,
I don't dislike Obama like you do, but I like Ron Paul more than I like those other guys.
I'm voting for. See, people are confused when they ask me who I'm voting for and why and what this. I'm voting
blindly
to get Obama out of office. Right. I'm not voting for any candidate in particular this time around. I don't particularly like the guys that are running either.
Well,
but I have to vote to remove a man that I see is really destroying the country. Sorry.
All right, but what if it comes down to the guy that believes we rode dinosaurs? You still vote for him?
Fucking giddy up, fucking Dino. Giddy up.
You can't vote for a guy that thinks we rode dinosaurs.
I don't give a shit.
And we're saying a lot here. Is that a fact? Does Santorum believe that?
I don't know.
It makes it hard, though. And it's like people can believe what they want, but it makes it hard for me to respect anybody who really thinks that we rode dinosaurs.
And when you believe that Jesus rode dinosaurs, basically, that means the Earth's only, what?
6,000 years old or something?
It's my favorite picture. Very holy-looking painting of Jesus, and he's looking lovingly holding, normally that picture he's holding a lamb, I do believe.
Yes, that's the famous lamb picture.
But he is holding a baby velociraptor right there in his holy Jesus arms, a velociraptor.
And they never thought that before until science made them look like such assholes.
Right.
They're like, oh yeah, no, they're mentioned in the Bible. They're not.
Yeah, sure.
Right.
No, they're not.
I think Black Earl believes that crap.
Of course he does.
That the Earth is only, I think in his case, he believes it's only a couple thousand
years old, dinosaurs with Jesus.
I just can't, it's hard to
can't talk to people like that.
I can't talk to them.
Scientists are pretty smart.
It was like
they don't know
Flintstones.
everything, but they know some shit. You can go to museums and realize, holy fuck, the Earth is pretty damn old.
Jesus had a baby Stegosaurus as a lawnmower.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
That's a living. That's a living.
I just think you're kind of an asshole if you believe a book that was as a bunch of great stories that were collected together 300 years after Christ died. If you believe that over all scientific evidence,
yes,
I think you're a dope.
I think you're a kook. Exactly.
Yeah, well.
But other people, you know.
And they'll call it scientific evidence. All right, you're right. You're right. You're right. No. The scientists don't really say that.
Carbon dating isn't as accurate as...
Right.
Yeah, well, that's why they came up with other means of dating things. And
they're not off by billions.
Yeah. Believe me, I'm not into carbon dating either. See? Get it?
I do.
Get what I did there?
Yes, bombed.
Of course it did.
We got some caucus speeches.
Caucus speeches?
Well, actually, just two that are worth
How's
playing.
your caucus? Yeah.
We got the third place finisher, Ron Paul. I thought he was supposed to win this damn thing.
Well,
aren't these only registered Republicans that are in the caucus right now?
I guess.
Well, yeah.
They're not Democrats?
No.
Who are unhappy with Obama?
No.
I just don't like Des Moines' attitude right now. Everyone, all eyes are on Des Moines, and they're acting a little fucking snobby.
It really means nothing.
No.
This means nothing.
Really?
They have all kinds of these things all over the country. And
Then why do we always focus on Iowa?
because it's the first one. So it's the indicator.
Those
kind
people
of.
think it's the most important thing ever.
Of course they do.
Why do we focus on Iowa? Why is it Iowa?
Because it's the first one. It's the first caucus.
It sets
after
the
all
tone.
All this just media crap that's been going on.
I'm a fan of it sets the tone.
Oh, it sets the tone. I like when they go, as goes Iowa, goes the election.
Yeah. Goes the
up.
nation.
No, it doesn't.
Santorum advocates creationism being discussed in schools.
All right. Let's discuss.
Why don't they stop it?
Well, what does that mean, though? That's pretty vague.
That a being created us, that we were created by intelligent design.
And he wants it in school as they teach,
Well, it's like God stuff, right?
Yeah.
He wants some
they want
God
to teach
stuff?
God stuff instead of just Bones stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do not agree with that.
I think it all could be connected. I don't know if we have figured it out yet.
Maybe.
But, to think that Jesus was around with dinosaurs is ridiculous.
That is kind of crazy.
Here's Ron Paul, third place finisher.
So tonight we have come out of an election, and we're essentially three winners, three top vote getters, and we will go on. We will raise the money. I have no doubt about the volunteers. They're going to be there. I think there's nothing to be ashamed of, everything to be satisfied, and be ready and raring to move on to the next stop, which is New Hampshire.
Woo! Wow, he sounds like an old stoner.
Yeah.
And
Wing on over to London and jam with the Stones.
Sounds like an old Spicolli.
Where'd you get that jacket?
You hear that? He's got a little old Spicolli in his voice.
But he's different than these other two douches.
Can we just hear Howard Dean? Pop that up. Howard Dean.
Howard Dean.
Please, son. Thank you.
This is from how many years ago?
Oh, man.
2008, I guess, right?
No, before that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Wow.
04, I think.
2006?
Oh.
Yeah. DeanForAmerica.com. What's there now? Yeah, this was Iowa, right?
Yeah.
Come on, talk. And then we're gonna, what are you doing? Where are you going, Howard?
Well,
Well,
you guys, You have already got the picture here. I was about to say, I'm sure there's some disappointed people here. You know what? You know something? You know something? If you had told us 1 year ago that we were going to come in third in Iowa, we would have given anything for that. And you know something? You know something? Not only are we going to New Hampshire, Tom Harkin, we're going to South Carolina and Oklahoma and Arizona and North Dakota and New Mexico. We're going to California and Texas and New York. And we're going to South Dakota and Oregon and Washington and Michigan. And then we're going to Washington, D.C. to take back the White House.
And that was the end of his political career.
Do you think that moment ruined him, didn't it?
That was it. Right there was it for him.
Wow.
But I like excitement like that.
Oh, yeah, who wouldn't?
That's the 2004 election, obviously. But all right, the video was posted in
fantastic.
2006. Gotcha.
What
That's
happened?
fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, you like that could ruin, like Mike Dukakis' helmet. I
Yeah,
think it's
the
usually a
tank helmet.
Democrat being ruined in a moment like that. I just haven't seen that many Republicans. With him, the tank helmet photo killed
It
him.
looks so silly.
And there was another one I'm
Looked like
thinking.
a bobblehead doll.
Oh, he looks like such a clown.
Just ridiculous.
Reporting for duty. When John
Reporting
Kerry-
for duty. Really, are you?
Do you have
John
that?
Kerry.
Tell him.
John Kerry reporting for duty. Let's see that. Oh, what a
douche.
These are great election faux pas that have just fucked up their career. John Kerry reporting for duty.
Also, Brad is saying supposedly half the country believes Earth is 6,000 years old.
Not good for half the country.
Half the country
Fuck 'em.
believes that?
I don't believe it's that
crazy.
much, but maybe
Why?
he's right. He might be right.
Why couldn't I go to school with those guys? I would have been a fucking A+ student.
Yeah.
Where are those dummies living?
Where the fuck I believe in the middle of the country somewhere.
You think we're talking to those people right now?
Yeah.
Fuck,
There's
need
some
you.
people.
We need you to keep this massive audience going.
There's
so I'm
some
sorry
people.
to you.
Reporting for duty.
Where's the reporting for duty?
What was another one? There was. I'm thinking of Howard Dean. I mean, I was thinking Howard Dean, but I know Mike Dukakis' helmet shot. He looked like
Who else
such a
said
clown.
something Stupid.
Well, I mean, Rick Perry very recently obviously had some faux pas. Herman Cain.
Herman Cain, whoopsie.
This has been a
Couple
good
of
year
times.
for them looking like
For
assholes.
some whoopsies. Can't find reporting for duty. Huh,
No
there,
new taxes.
Sam?
I'm thinking, which was
Oh, yeah.
Republican.
Read my lips.
Yeah, every
No
politician
new
says that.
taxes.
Defended this country as a young man.
When we were ashamed of and hated what we were called on to do in Southeast Asia.
The country doesn't know it yet.
But it's created a monster.
Monster.
A monster in the form of millions of men who have been taught to deal and to trade in violence,
Yes.
and who are given the chance to die
Yep.
for the biggest nothing in history. Yes, I committed the same kind of atrocities as thousands of other soldiers have committed in that. I took part in shootings in free fire zones. I conducted harassment and interdiction fire. I used 50 caliber machine guns, which we were ordered to use, which were our only weapon against people. I took part in
That's
search
called
and
war.
destroy
Shut up.
missions, in the burning of villages.
I'm John Kerry.
Torch this
and
place.
I'm reporting for duty.
Oh, that was it. God.
Who thought he was going to have such a moment there?
That was going to be a huge moment. Let's hear that again, and let's see what happens after.
I'm John Kerry.
don't say it.
And I'm reporting for duty.
You are dismissed, Mr. Kerry.
How embarrassing.
And here it comes, folks. He paused.
Reporting, and their enthusiasm probably was, oh, he's a douche.
Yeah, reporting for duty.
Oh, he's a douche.
He is DOODI.
We should have made a duty hat for Mr.
Yes. Oh boy, I'm reporting for duty.
So I'm John Kerry, and Big Boy made a duty. Oh, what a boob.
He is an oaf.
And finally, the only other clip we got really from the caucus that's worth playing for you people is the Newt Gingrich clip. Newt has now decided he's going to just attack Mitt Romney.
Oh yeah.
He didn't finish in the top three, huh?
Ooh, fourth
No,
place.
he got right out of Dodge.
place.
That was it.
He peaked a bit early.
Good. He's another tool.
Huh?
He's another tool.
They all are.
Don't like his
right
big
across
round
the
head.
fucking board. They're all fucking tools. Both sides. Here's Newt.
And this will be a major debate with Congressman Paul, who's had a very good night, and I congratulate him on having done very well. But the fact is, his views on foreign policy, I think, are stunningly dangerous for the survival of the United States. We'll have one other great debate, and that is whether this party wants a Reagan conservative who helped change Washington in the 1980s with Ronald Reagan. And helped change Washington in the 1990s as Speaker of the House.
And change my pants.
Somebody who is into changing Washington.
Yes.
Or we want a Massachusetts moderate who, in fact, will be pretty good at managing the decay, but has given no evidence in his years at Massachusetts of any ability to change the culture or change the political structure or change the government.
Newt's going to be a problem.
I like that, though. What he said there,
Newt's going to be a problem, though.
Yeah.
And I like the fact they're attacking Ron Paul's foreign policy, because I like his foreign policy.
Yeah.
He's a little too radical, but he's like, fuck the world. He's tired of it, of being a world cop, and I agree with him.
Yep, Newt's going to be a problem for Romney. And he's not the type of guy that's going to back out for the party's sake.
The good of the party.
Nah, he's going to...
party. Great party.
He's going to be a problem.
Yeah.
Remember Bush vomited on the Japanese prime minister?
Oh, that was great. He fainted and puked all over him.
Did he faint there, too?
Yeah, he went, great, got all woozy and toppled over and puked on his lap.
Was it the food?
No, he was just sick, and I guess those guys don't stop when they're not feeling too well.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mike Huckabee did win Iowa 4 years ago.
Oh.
Yeah. Nothing happened with him, right?
No.
Iowa can shut up.
Yeah, I love you, Iowa.
Iowa can kiss my ass.
Are they the Buckeye State?
Yeah, that's Ohio.
That's Ohio, yeah.
What are they?
Iowa?
Corn Cob State?
Yeah.
I don't know what they are.
They're in the spotlight.
Do you have that picture of Mike Dukakis? Sam, just look for a Dukakis tank.
Oh, yeah.
We're just looking for tank. I think he comes up before the military does.
You put Dukakis tanked, it's his wife. See, she was a drunk.
Good old kitty.
That's funny.
She drank, what, nail polish?
Oh, she drank anything. Listerine.
Whatever.
Oh, look at him with his big, dumb helmet.
The chin strap.
He looks like Feifel. Like Feifel the mouse.
What a fool he looks. You know, when Kennedy was offered in Dallas, actually, it was the first...
What, that helmet? He should have wore it. Now, there's a politician who should have wore the helmet.
He was offered a cowboy hat at a breakfast he had, because he had something in another town before they got to Dallas. And he refused it. He goes, they offered it because he never liked to look stupid. Little did he know what a goose he was going to look like in a half hour with his head all a witch away. But he goes, he didn't like to, and because he was so smooth.
Right.
And like, here, Mr. President, he didn't want to insult them because it was Texas.
Yeah.
So he goes, you come to the White House and I'll put that on. And,
yeah.
He kind of dodged it.
You know who
gracefully.
understood that was Clinton. Clinton knew that you can't look stupid ever.
In a photo, right.
In a photo. But Dukakis, he was all in. What a dummy. If he was in that tank without the helmet, it would have looked way better.
But he's also got, you can see his tie and his collar underneath his tank uniform.
Yeah.
And his stupid chin strap.
And a giant printed label that says Mike Dukakis across the front.
What an idiot.
Oh, no. Does he?
Hey,
yeah, it just looks silly.
Marcos is reminding us about Bob Dole, too. Let's not forget.
Bob Dole.
When he fell off that fucking
railing.
Yeah.
Where did he fall? I don't remember Bob Dole falling.
Oh, yeah.
Bob Dole fell off the stage.
And then the whole country's like, wow, this guy's weak.
It looked like he was stage diving and no one was there.
Oh, look at that. And he fell on his...
The band is still playing? He
fell on his bad arm, too, so he couldn't get up right away. He was on his right side.
Yeah, he did just lay there for about 25 minutes.
Yeah.
He fell right through that railing. Holding that pen of his.
Nobody liked his right arm.
No.
Who thought it was a good idea to glue a pen in it?
That useless appendage.
Because that looked ridiculous after a while.
Yeah, should have put a dildo.
Just switch it up every so often, right?
Put a boxing glove on it. That'll make you look tough.
What a dolt.
But Howard Dean, not Howard Dean, I really am starting to like Ron Paul more. He may lose me, but I'm starting to like him a lot more. Yeah.
In the end, he's not going to get it, Jimmy.
You might be right, but you never know. Ross Perot did a lot better than people thought. He got 17%, and he would have done better, but remember he freaked out, and he thought they were sabotaging his daughter's wedding. He went nuts at the end, and that hurt him terribly, but he had a really good shot up until he fucked it up.
I don't think he ever had a shot of actually winning.
No.
I don't know.
Not these
Because look
guys.
who we picked for VP and all that. That was
James
just unsure.
We just don't have it yet. We don't have the ability to have a third-party candidate yet.
But Ron Paul's pushing us forward as far as that goes.
17% he got.
He's pushing us a little more forward.
Yeah.
It's going to take a while to maybe be taken very seriously, the third party, but...
Because it's such a, you're talking about it before, such a money game, you know? And the third-party candidates, unless they are wealthy like Perot and stuff like that, but they just don't have that. They can't get a lot of the people on board.
I think you're wrong about Obama guaranteed re-election with Ron Paul, though, because people are so unhappy with him. Conservatives across the board will vote for anybody but him. They want him gone.
Put it this way. If Ron Paul could beat Obama in an election, then the Republican candidate would smash Obama. If he's that vulnerable, that Ron Paul could win, because I just can't see it.
I think a lot of the difference between him is he won't divide it as much on party lines. I really think Ron Paul, he pulls like Joe Rogan's a pretty radically liberal guy. He's not a conservative. But he gets that group that are really hardcore liberals.
But you are getting the radical end of the spectrum with Ron Paul. And you need that base that's kind of just, hey, I like a Republican or a Democrat, and I'm going to get in there and pull that lever for, you know, they don't, people don't like that crazy change. And unfortunately, that's what this country needs, is crazy-ass change. Not this fake change that Obama promised or the other change that the Republicans say they'll bring, which is nothing changing. No.
What happened to Al Gore? He was kind of he's a smart guy. Like, you look at the internet. Remember, he was talking about the information superhighway, and you're like, oh, shut up.
He kooked out with that fucking environmental shit.
I don't think he's a smart guy anymore.
That had a lot to do with them, though.
The global warming thing really made people go like, oh, shut up.
He's very kooky. And then he didn't want Clinton's support. What an idiot. You have to see through all that. The country saw through that and was okay with it in the end.
But he was right about the internet. I credit Clinton and Gore with not creating it, but with really pushing it. And that administration was the ones that talked about it. 1999 they were talking about.
Well, there you have it. So Romney squeaked by. Santorum's right behind him, right? In the caucus voting.
You'll squeak by, Spicolli.
I think he won by 6 caucuses.
6 caucuses?
6 caucus votes.
Caucus. I need a caucus.
Can we talk about how fucking cold it is in New York?
It is pretty fucking cold.
And I know we have listeners in Minnesota and Detroit and all these really cold places up in Canada.
I know. There's people that are looking, going, it's colder here. Shut up.
All right. On your little thingy there. Ask them how cold it is where they're at.
All right. What's the temperature there?
We woke up to 11 degrees.
And don't give me no Celsius bullshit, you foreigner.
Yeah, you figure out that math. Don't make us do it.
Let's see.
We woke up, it was 11. And where me and Jimmy live, we live close to the river. Wow,
it's 23 in Michigan. Sorry, we beat you.
We beat you.
It's fucking 13 degrees out. Bobby in Connecticut is getting 8 degrees. Centerport 13. Ohio 21. I'm looking for
lower than 13. Legit.
Can I, before we go on, say one more thing about the caucus?
Yes, the
This is how close it was. Could you just go first, second, third place?
6 votes.
874 to 908. No, about 35 votes.
Oh, okay. Then they updated that.
And Ron Paul was 26,097. He was only 3,000 behind. This wacko, quote unquote, was only 3,000 behind. He's right there with those two guys, and Gingrich was 10,000 behind him. But it's very fucking close. But I think he has a shot. Keep talking about
but they also love him in Iowa.
Ron Paul?
Yeah, individual states, it changes drastically. They love him in Iowa.
Oh, all right.
Ron Paul, that's the Ron Paul country.
Is it?
Well, yeah, he does well there. We'll see. What's the next one?
Rick Santorum has big gums.
What is New Hampshire? Is that next?
New Hampshire, yes, I think, right? Vermont, I get those two.
And when do they
confused all
pick
the
this
time.
thing? Soon?
I guess after their caucuses.
So we're going to know who the candidate is when?
It should be pretty
How do we
soon.
not know
Let me
this
see.
shit?
By March, right? April, wait, no.
Probably March, I would assume.
Once they start,
It goes fast
Super,
now.
yeah, Super Tuesday is March 6th. Super Tuesday.
Okay.
You get a lot of caucusing done there, a lot of primaries and caucusing done there.
Buffalo is 12 degrees, and New Hampshire supposedly is -1. Get the fuck out of here.
What is that? Wind chill? Don't give me wind chill. It's
Yeah,
-2
we don't do
here,
wind chill. We don't do Celsius.
-2 wind chill here, so don't even try to pull your wind chill shit.